Hi guys, it's Don from Illinois Sasquatch. I'm in a different park today. Relatively hardly any people. I don't believe any people really ever come here except the locals, but the local neighbors. But now that it's winter and I can enter this area, all the brush and hedge is defoliated and it's browned up, and you can see pretty good in this area. Here's the trail I'm walking. As you can see, there's several branches blocking it, branches and trees. As you look ahead, there's blockage every few hundred feet, in some cases 15-20 feet, but it's everywhere. Never been in this area. It looks squatchy from the road, so it's relatively unknown except to immediate locals, but I thought it bared looking into. There's a creek bed back here. I'm going to find out what's going on back there. So guys, just bear with me. Already what appears to be a ground X. That could be natural. Here's some history, guys. A gate that hasn't been used in decades. All rusted. And a creek bed. Very interesting down here. I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to save my battery. Be back. So guys, I'm back, and I wanted to show you this creek bed winding through this terrain here. You can see it off in the distance as it winds its way through here. And there is a down tree crossing this creek. I guess if I wanted to cross to the other side, this is what I'd use. Of course, with my balance, I'd probably fall, but that creek bed winds all the way around this hill I'm on and continues. Hold the camera still. There's a tree laid up in the brush right there. And this is on the other side of the creek bed, about 100 feet above it, or past it. Not really finding any obvious structure, just the occasional lean suspended limb or tree up in the trees, but nothing blatant. I'll be back, guys. Hi guys, I'm back. I want to show you this. It's like a snap tree, but it's right above a deer trail. Actually looks bigger than a deer trail. I can walk down it fairly easily right beneath it. But right above it is a snap tree that at one time looked like an old trail marker tree. The type Native Americans used to mark a corridor of travel, a path that they commonly used in the past. Look at that weird bend in it. You can see right where it was snapped. And on the other side is this huge log that the Park Service cut down. Apparently it was a big tree they had to take out. And it's laying right there. Here's the other side of that weird looking tree that was snapped at about, easily that's 7.5 to 8 feet off the ground where it was snapped. And if I look to the other side of the creek bed, you can see a whole bunch of timber that's snapped and broken and split. Trees that were broke over. Very subtle signs of activity, but I want to say a good percentage of it looks natural, but it's hard to tell. And then up there we've got some really questionable leans, multiple leans. Let's take a look at that. If you look under the major lean where the X is, right there underneath it, you can see a lot of limbs or branches leaned up. I'm going to go over there and take a closer look. But there's the classic X. And I'll be back, guys. See ya further up trail. I'm back, guys. This is what I was talking about. I saw this from a distance. All these branches and trees all leaned up in this semi-dead tree, pretty much at the same spot. Goes through the crook in that tree, and you can see multiple branches and trees all sort of leaning up in this huge partially dead oak tree. They all originate, and most of them are debarked. They all originate at the bottom of this creek bed, the base of the creek bed, and it's a travel way, as you can see. I can see tracks down there in the mud bank right there. I believe they're mostly, well, I'll find out. They could be mostly deer impressions, deer tracks. But this path leads right up this bank. I'm going to take a look. Let's see what I find. Some of this could be caused by muskrats, raccoons. I think even deer can travel up this fairly easily. And there's all this structure here going across the bank, these dead trees that are leaned up. All throughout this, it grows across the bank right into these briars up on the hill here overlooking the creek bed. That's the giant. There's like 1, 2, 3 trees, possibly more, crossing this creek bed, going from bank to bank. And there's a creek bed below. Very little flowing water.
I just wanted to let you know in this segment I'm recording now.
Catch you guys further up trail.
Some weird bird chirps, and then at about the I'd say 30-second mark, what I'm talking about now, you're going to hear a woodknock. It'll be about 16 minutes and 30 seconds in. You're going to hear a woodknock, and that's just my camera strap clacking. But yeah, you're gonna hear the woodknock coming up in about in less than a minute, and then shortly after the woodknock, you're gonna hear the squirrel go nuts. And what's interesting about this is when I started this segment, right at the beginning of the segment, I did 4 very sort of very light woodknocks, and within a minute and a half of doing the woodknocks, I've got return knocks. So it should be coming up in now about 30 seconds. You're going to hear a loud knock, and then you'll hear the squirrel go nuts. seconds. Right there. Yeah, you can hear that squirrel in the background. And then about a minute later, after the squirrel goes crazy, you'll hear more sort of light taps or lighter wood knocks. Like I said, this was all as a result of some four wood knocks that I did on a hollow tree trunk. And I started getting return knocks back. In about 15-20 seconds, you'll hear what sounds like more lighter wood knocks or taps. I even